Hello and good afternoon everyone. Welcome to another beautiful sunny day here at Glynhir Golf Club. I've come up to the 13th hole today to give you this week's pro tip video. 2 weeks ago I did a video about how we can improve our greenside chipping with a simple concept which involved the club coming back, down and across. If you haven't seen it, go back and watch it because it will apply for today's video. Today's video is all about trying to maintain the same technique as what I've displayed there, but we're going to add a little bit more loft to the shot. Reason being, some of the greens here at Glynhir can be quite narrow. If you do miss them left and right, it can be a really tricky shot sometimes to get that up and down we need. So the 13th hole, as I'm sure you all know, is a perfect example of that. I've missed it here on the left-hand side. I've got myself a little chip shot where I really do need to get that ball landing as close as I can to the fringe of the green and stopping as quickly as possible. So to do that, I'm going to have to add a little bit more loft to this shot. So two things to just check before you hit this shot are, number one, the lie of the golf ball. If your golf ball is lying in a sort of relatively nice lie, what I mean by that is it's sat up, this is because it's definitely going to work. Number two is that we move the ball position further forward in our stance. The combination of those two is really going to make this shot a lot easier and you will definitely see better results. If you don't have those two things in place, then you may want to change the type of shot you're playing to more of a bump and run shot, okay? So just to sort of demonstrate exactly what we're looking to do, how we're going to do it, you're going to take your setup exactly the same as I talked about in that video, quite narrow. Remember the ball position being at the front now. We can grip down the club slightly, and the lie, obviously, we've already checked, is quite good here. Now, what we spoke about 2 weeks ago was, again, this club coming back, down, and across. This week, what we're going to do is we're going to start to add a little bit more hinge from my left wrist as I take the club back. The reason that's so important is that now that's going to add a little bit more loft to the golf club, which obviously as we come through impact and we hold it off, we're going to see a little bit more height coming from the shot. The ball's going to land a bit softer. Okay, so just remember, we're going to add hinge with our left wrist. Look for that hinge here. And then as we come through the shot, maintaining the same technique down and across, we're going to hold it off. Very important that we do that and we don't add any further loft, because we definitely might start to see that thin contact where the ball shoots through the green. Now that poor contact could happen now and then, and don't be too put off by it when you're practicing this. The reason being is that we are obviously adding a little bit more loft, which increases the risk of us getting that leading edge into the back of the ball a bit too thin. But as long as you remember to get that club head coming down and across, trying to get a little bit more divot, that's going to use the bounce angle and you will see the ball pop up the face a bit quicker. So we're going to give it a try. Grip down the golf club, ball position forward, a little bit of weight on my left side, add the hinge on my left wrist, hold it as we come through. Not too bad. We've got it a couple of feet from the pin. It's giving me a chance to get my par and hopefully not drop any shots. Give it a go. It might take a bit of practice, not an easy shot, but until next week, bye for now.